Hi, this is Renee with Let It Go Lifestyle Estate Sale Company. For those of you that follow us and you saw our day 1 and day 2 of our video and the mess we had, it's been a total of 6 days we've had on this house. We've had some staff members out, new ones coming in, so it's been a little, I'm not going to say testy, it's just been kind of different. We've had a lot of good training, and this was just the house that continued to give. So I'm going to turn and let you see the finished product. And we have worked tirelessly in this house, but you can see we've got some beautiful pieces. This is actually a little lamp, and you can't come in here and go fast through this house because there's just stuff everywhere. You know, a lot of times we get people that ask, you know, did you bring things in to this, you know, to the house because there's so much? And the answer is always going to be no. There's times, you know, where I bring in a few things from my house, but, you know, it's usually like little things that, like in the kitchen, that I want to get rid of. But I have the luxury of doing that. But this house held its own merchandise, and this room is the one that was packed. You couldn't even walk into it. Look at this. They did such a beautiful job. Some beautiful pieces. And a jade tree. Lots of different types of china, glassware, tons of vintage. Beautiful lamps. They did a really good job. I have to say, I have the best team. I really do. They did this room while I was in the Keys with my girlfriends this last weekend, having fun. Imagine that. All right, this is the kitchen. And there's a lot of dishes, pots and pans, glassware. Just some cool little pieces. Lots of cookbooks. And then we're going to go into the main room. This room has everything in it. There is china. We have figurines, collectibles, and lots of books. The books are kind of spread out throughout the house, but you can kind of get an idea of what's here. This is a pretty screen. That's an antique piece there. And some pretties up top. Got some Christmas, some Lennox. This is our hold area. For those of you who have not been to one of our sales, when you shop, this is where you put all your merchandise, and the girls will write you up a ticket and you can keep shopping. So you can see we have a lot of furniture, these beautiful candelabras. There's 3 of them there. They're very, very pretty. But lots of furniture and some Western pieces, sofas, lamps, got all kinds of various lamps. Lots of Western art. We've got kind of a little Western corner over here with a little floor safe. Combination is there. And we have this huge entertainment center with more, some Western Indian stuff, TV. And then on my desk I have some various Whiting and Davis. Isn't that beautiful? Of course I have to zip tie it to keep somebody from stealing it, which is a shame, but you got to take precautions. Here I've got a full Lancome cosmetic set. Got a little mirror in case you want to try on any jewelry, which we have a lot of. This is not all of it. The rest of it I am going to finish tonight and bring it, but we've got tons of brooches, a lot of gators. They were gator fans, so there's gator stuff everywhere. A lot of vintage jewelry. There's some of the gators there. Tons of necklaces, watches. And then out on our patio, Oops. There we go. You'll see we got patio furniture. This is really a pretty set. It's iron with a coral seat. And there's some bar stools that match. So it's a room divider. And patio furniture. These are awesome little mid-century leather chairs. And just some outdoor stuff. You know how it is when you've got so much of this, you just have to put it wherever you can fit it. And this was the space to do that. Got some bikes, pretty wicker furniture. This is the another mid-century set. Okay, go in and we'll take you through some of the bedrooms. Let's start. Well, let's just start on this side. This is where the master bedroom is. This is just off the kitchen, and in here, a beautiful mirror, and we've got some quilts. We've got a lot of handmade quilts. This is a lift bed, and normally we take the sheets and everything off of this one. We just didn't because we ran out of time. We have these are curtain panels that are here. More linens. We've got lots of jewelry boxes. This is all the quilts that we have. And there's more here. A lot of handmade quilts. And then this is the master bath with a lot more linens. Look at those, they're pretty. That's my favorite right there. And this is the simple closet. For those of you that have followed us on 1 and 2, you know, the closets in this other side of the house were packed. They actually converted 2 bedrooms to be closets. So we've got them thinned out. We did make a lot of donation runs. We went through the clothes. These are all Gator items. That table or that rack over there is all Gators. Got some records. A lot of books and media right here, but I wanted to show you, for those of you that are into this, I know, Joel, you probably are. This is a sound system. Here's the name of it. It was built into this bar area right here, but it can be taken out from the back side. I don't think it, well, I know it doesn't work now because I cut the cords because they were fraying and I didn't want anybody to put them on, but there's records in there that go with it. I don't exactly know how it works, but for those of you that are into this kind of thing, it's here and for sale. And I'll show you on the back side. This is our little bar area, but this is the components where I cut the cord right there, and this is the back side of it. So this can be taken out if you have to have it. Okay, so this is one of the other bedrooms. It's a sweet little girl's room. We've got a closet there and a closet here. Lots of furniture, lots of dolls, baby stuff, French provincial furniture, more clothes, and yet another closet. It's one thing they did not have a shortage of was closets. Some Barbies. A couple little miscellaneous pieces here. Now this was the main closet that scared me when I first came in, but we went through all the clothing, pulled down the plastic, kind of reorganized it to where, you know, anything that was stained or messed up we threw away, or not threw away, we donated. Kind of got jackets organized. There are a lot of designer pieces here. The cashmere sweaters were in that room we were just in. We have them all together, and I think they're $15 starting off. So just so you know, cashmere, $15. We have everything from Neiman Marcus to, just all kinds of designer clothes. Some of them, a lot of them still have the tags on them. But we've tried to do our best with marking those that we know have a higher value. We've got coats and all that up here. We have some furs. There's, I think, three stoles here. And then this was the other closet You can see we've got some vintage dresses and cute little vanity that could be redone. We've got tons of scarves, pashminas. This, I believe, goes with that coat that's over on that door. I'll make sure to piece that with it. But we have a lot of purses, hat boxes, some really pretty suits. Like I said, we've had everything that we think is of value marked really well. There's a lot of shoes. And you see we've got more boxes up here. There's all kinds of shoes. And we just ask that if you come into these rooms, if you throw something on the floor, I'm going to chase you down. It takes a lot of time to keep these rooms together. So we appreciate, you know, if you take something off a hanger, put it back on and put it back on the rack. That would really help us to keep these rooms nice and orderly, because we've worked really hard to do this for you guys, and we appreciate it when you kind of respect what we've done. We do get people in here that just throw stuff on the floor and act like they don't have any better sense. I'm sorry. And it just gets really tiring. So for those of you that do that, we really appreciate it. These are all the ugly sweaters. So if you need one for Christmas party this year, here they are. Take your pick. Okay. I think we have one more room over on this side. Here we have some office supplies. There's a really pretty Asian style cabinet. And I think that is an old, is that a CB radio? I think so. TV band, digital quartz clock, Sony. It's a receiver, but I think it has the capabilities for that. Lots of just doodads. Here's all the Gator stuff. And then this is the final closet. This has more of our designer suits, vintage clothing, more in here. These are all Gator, I believe up to about here. And then we have some vintage sweaters, you know, crazy stuff. Then we have this bed and the one in the other room match. So if you're looking for twin beds, I've got 2 antique twin beds here. Some vintage purses, vintage hats. We do have designer bags that are in the big room that are on the sofa. We put them there just to watch them. A bed frame. I think this is a queen. Beautiful armoire. This has some really pretty vintage dresses in it. So you can see this was the actual price of this dress. It's from St. John. It's a beautiful piece. Our price is not that high, but you can tell it's a very good quality of clothing in here. And we do have another little bath area. You've got to love these vintage bathrooms. So I'm going to take you into the garage, and I think that's going to be it. And the laundry room. Hi. Tony's back. Oops, wrong way.
Sweaty.
I know. All right, this goes into the garage area. There are several of these in the house, little ramps, so please be careful. We've got a washer and dryer, and then the garage, another ramp. So we've got a lot of furniture that was out here, and we just left it out here because there was no room in the house for it. So this is a very random, I haven't really looked out here, to be honest with you, so we'll be doing this together. I know we've got golf clubs in here. There were a couple that were priced a little higher, but usually our golf clubs are around $5 a piece, and then a couple of them that were a little higher priced. Tony priced. There is one of these little driveway things, so please be careful that we've tried to mark it the best we can to keep anybody from tripping and falling. But a lot of this is just holiday, lots of rugs, you can never have enough. Some more Christmas stuff. This is a pretty piece. Just needs some love. You've got one of these bicycles. You're like me now, where I'm scared to ride a bike after having knee replacement. I might consider one of those. Actually, I need to get back on so I can get my knee strength back up. This is pretty. Wonder if that lights up. And more Christmas and some pretty antique pieces. Lots of books and some file cabinets, metal cabinets. So, all right, so this is where we are. We look forward to seeing everybody this weekend. Thank you for following us, and we appreciate all of you so much. And we look forward to seeing you this weekend. I'll have the address posted in the morning at 9 o'clock. And we do take cash and credit cards. If you have a credit card, if it's over $20, we may ask for your driver's license. So please come prepared. No large purses are allowed in the sale. We have a couple new girls that'll be starting, well, that have started this week, but this will be their first time doing the sale. So we ask that you welcome them and pray for some of our others. They're out with family things they're taking care of. So it's been an experience, but again, we appreciate you. We appreciate everything you guys do to support us, and we look forward to seeing you this weekend. Bye.